Hello and welcome. I'm Rahul, and you're watching me on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, Rahul Talks. And if you're watching me consistently, welcome back to my channel. I usually make videos in order to enhance your experience, to give you certain topics, so that you can understand it and you can augment your own capacity. But it's my guarantee that if you're here and listening to me continuously, that means your inclination is towards learning something great. You are watching me, you are listening to me because you want to augment your own experience, you want to assimilate more knowledge, you want to accumulate more talent, and that's why you are listening to me. And certainly you'll be able to develop your English communication skill if you listen to me for 6 months, because I have proliferated a lot of content over my Facebook page, and on my YouTube channel. If you consistently listen to me, your experience will certainly be augmented. If you want to listen to me, consistently, and if you're curious to know something about a stock market, sometimes though we cannot recommend certain stocks because SEBI has certain policies no one can talk about. Though I'm a banker, that's why I usually talk about some kind of financial planning, but I will not recommend you the exact where you should invest. But if you want to learn how to make more money, stock market is a better place for long term. It is also a good place. Some mutual fund is also good. If you want to invest in index funding, these are the best places where you can invest in. So I usually talk about that. I talk about motivation, sometimes about science and technologies. So if you want to learn what is being happening in contemporary world about science and technologies, then you can listen to me. You will certainly augment your own experience. You'll be able to learning exact what is happening in the recent future and what will unfold towards us in scientific realm. That is what I usually talk about, because I want to convey as much knowledge as I can. I am also a person who have a little bit experience. You can see that eclectic experience as well, because I have been an engineer, through by my study, and I have been a banker by my profession, so I have 10 years of experience in a banking industry, and that's why I sometimes give you financial motivation, and I strongly believe that if you will inculcate that in your life, you will certainly make your life better. And one thing I want to tell you, you have to be serious. If you want to do something, about your life, if you listen to me continuously for 6 months, that means your communication skill will certainly be improved. And if you will be able to harness one skill, then you will change your own world. You will change your own world. It's my words, mark my words, because I want to tell you, if I can help someone for 2 times of bread, or for 2 times of food, what will happen? He will only be, you know, satisfied only for 2 periods of time, only for 2 point of time. You can say that, his hungerness will go away, but his hunger will go away. But if I will make him able to learn a skill, he can make a livelihood for his entire life. And this is a kind of help that we want to contribute to society, that I want to contribute to the society, because I strongly believe that if one skill you can acquire in your life, nobody can stop you, nobody can cast aspersion about your ability, nobody will be a skeptic, because you will be perfect, you will be an expert in your field. Because all I want to do is that I want to enhance your one skill, I want to enlighten you, I want to lit up only one skill, your own desire. If I will be able to lit up and make you understand that instilling some character is important, instilling a habit, a skill, learning a skill is important. If I can instill that only for one time, I would strongly believe that I would have helped him in a better manner, because I will believe strongly that he will be able to serve his family, make a livelihood for his family as well. So he will support at least 4 or 5 person in his family. So learning a skill is one of the best thing. That's why I'm asking you, be curious to learn something great. And if I can help you up, it's my perspective, because you should have profound knowledge in any field, wherever you are going to find a career, in any niche, you should have profound knowledge. And that's why I always support you, because if you learn this language, English language, a lot of knowledge has been encoded in this language. You can explore a lot of avenues over internet where you can learn profound amount of knowledge, significant amount of knowledge, and you will understand exactly that your world has been changed. You are able to do something great in your life, and that's why I emphasize on that. Learning a skill, learning a language, English language, is certainly important in your life, because we have been through higher studies, and we have understand that learning a language is quintessential part, because if you are living in India and if you are speaking in English and understanding each and every aspect of English, what will happen? You will be in top 20% of people in this country. You'll be in top 20%, and all you need to do, you need to understand that something you have to aspire to become an able person. You have to find a niche, you have to find a skill, you have to find a market for you, and you will certainly find that. It will not be difficult. All you need to do is that you need to ignite some curiosity in yourself, ignite some passion in your life, and if you'll be able to do that, nobody can cast aspersion, nobody can be a skeptic about you. Everybody will admire you, applaud you, because if you're not creating a wave, if you're not doing anything, if you're not curious, if you're not mad about something, you are going to be a general person, you are going to be an average person, you are going to be mediocre, you are going to be a poor person, and you will never stand taller. That's why if you want to distinguish yourself, if you want to distinguish yourself from the crowd, you have to stand taller, you have to make a difference, you have to create some identity for yourself, and that identity will come if you will strive for something better, if you will find a niche, if you will find a skill, if you will understand exactly what is important, find your own perspective, find your own goals. If you'll execute that great process to achieving some goals in your life, you will certainly change your life. And this is what I want to do. I want to ignite some fire into you, so that you can understand exactly how much it is important to move your life in perfect direction. Many a time I listen to some people, who are always talking about motivation. When I listen to them, though it is for less period of time, it is a transient period of time, but I strongly believe that it can change your life. If you listen to one motivational speaker, he can change your life altogether. If you inculcate and imbibe his process and his legacy in yourself in life, you have to emulate that, and you have to learn from the experience of all those persons who have gone through that very path, who have been successful in that very path. And if you learn from the successful people, from their experience, from their biography, you will accumulate a lot of experience. You will not waste your time. Otherwise, if you're going to do that very mistake again and again in your life will be a short period of time, and you will not be able to make yourself come victorious or surmount all that constraint that will come as an impediment in your life. That's why it is important to understand what you want to do, what you want to achieve, where do you want to go, which person you want to follow. Make some person your ideal, make some person whom you can emulate, whom you can make your own ideal one. Make some person and try to follow them. Either you want to be a cricketer, whether you want to be a sportsman, and anywhere, if you want to go, find some ideal person whom you can follow, whom you can emulate, because finding yourself in a shoe of those person who are already been successful, you certainly make miraculous for your life. And aim higher. If you always fall short and your goal is always somewhere far in between, and you fall short, try to aim higher. Your arrow will go a little bit more higher and find more projectile path, and that will certainly change the avenue, and maybe you will end up there where you have not imagined that you will be able to achieve your destination. Thank you for listening to me.